What is love? Love is what Paul described as doing no harm to your neighbor. This is what a lot of people complain about, is that they do harm verbally or otherwise to their neighbor. We have trouble getting along with people. This means that we are lacking love, or that love is not being shown, or we believe love is not being shown. When love is not actually shown, anger results, etc. Love is caring for, is doing no harm to your neighbor, Paul said. And Jesus gave the example of the Good Samaritan. There was a Samaritan whom the Jews thought as very different from themselves, although they were their neighbors. They lived nearby. So someone asked him, "Who is my neighbor?" And Jesus gave the story of the Samaritan and helping out a man who had been beaten up. And he loved him even though he didn't know him. He was bloodied up and all that in Jesus' story. And the Samaritan, whom the Jews thought was not a good person, the Samaritan who was the outcast as far as good Jewish society, Jesus said, he gave the story and he said, "Who was the neighbor to the man that was attacked by robbers by the road?" And the Pharisee said, the one who had mercy on him. And Jesus said, go and do likewise. So love is like a good Samaritan. It does the right thing. There is romantic love. There is, a camaraderie. You might call it brotherly love. It's a Christian type of terminology. But ultimately, the love we're trying to get to is the love that sees someone beaten up on the side of the road and helps them. It's a type of love that does what is right. It doesn't mean it doesn't get angry. It doesn't mean it doesn't say things that, might hurt someone's feelings. Jesus did that. But love does no harm to its neighbor. But on the other side of it, it does what's good to his neighbor. So if you've got a boyfriend, or if you've got a girlfriend, or whomever, you're wondering, why don't I like this person or whatever? Could be you. Or it could be the fact that they're not showing concern for you, that they're not loving you. So love does no harm for its neighbor, and love, helps its neighbor when they're wounded. This is what love does. And love is patient and kind and gentle. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not rude. Love does what is good. Thank you.